What is the correct transformation of washing the dishes took 1 hour according to the provided language rules? Let's take our phrase and, going through the rules one by one, make any necessary changes. We begin with our phrase, washing the dishes took 1 hour. In accordance with rule number 1, the subject and nouns are marked by an E sound at the beginning of the word. We mark our subjects and noun with an E. Dishes and hour are obvious nouns in this sentence, but a maybe less obvious noun, the subject, is washing. Although it looks like a verb, in this sentence, washing is actually a gerund, a verb that functions as a noun. And as rule number 2 tells us not to include articles, we can get rid of the, and our sentence now reads, e-washing, e-dishes, took 1 e-hour. Our next rule focuses on simple versus progressive verbs. Our verb in this sentence, took, is a simple verb. In other words, it's not describing an ongoing action. This being the case, we can add an only, and we now have e-washing, e-dishes, took only 1 e-hour. Finally, our last rule focuses on tense. As this sentence is describing something that happened in the past, as the dishwashing is already done, we can see that we need gore, the past tense marker. And we can revert took back to its base form of take, as the past tense marker already indicates the action happened in the past, and we don't need 2 indicators. Because the rules don't tell us where gore goes in the sentence, let's simply put it at the beginning and see where our options place it. With this in mind, we are left with our final phrase, gore e-washing e-dishes take only 1 e-hour. Let's now take a look at our choices. Choice A, e-ku wash gore e-dishes take only 1 e-hour. This choice adds ku to wash to make it a progressive verb, but as we've already established, it's not a progressive verb in this context, it's a gerund. Based on this can be marked off. Choice B, gore e-washing e-dishes could take 1 e-hour. This choice also applies ku, but now to take. But again, take isn't a progressive verb in this sentence, it's a simple verb. If it were progressive, the sentence would read, washing the dishes is taking 1 hour. As this isn't the case, we can mark this choice off. Choice C, e-washing e-dishes gore take only e-hour 1. This choice follows all of the given grammar rules. Although it swaps out 1 for 1 and places it after the word e-hour, we can understand that this is the proper format in this language, as none of the other words go against any of the given grammar rules. This being the case, this is likely our answer, but we can check out choice D just to be sure. Choice D, e-ku wash e-dishes could take gore 1 e-hour. This choice makes wash and take progressive verbs with the added particle ku, but as we've already established, neither of these verbs are progressive. This being the case, we can mark this choice off, and we can mark choice C as our final answer.